What's up, my wonderful Sports to the Bone family? What's up? What's up? A blessed morning to you all. Welcome back to another video. Alright, coming up in this one, we see where Nicholas Pooran and the Sunrisers Hyderabad, they were able to get a next victory. And Nicholas Pooran, he had a big part to play in that. So we're going to take a look at that one. We also see the Carifta games over there in Jamaica. Tina and Tia Clayton, they left everything on the track yesterday in the women's under 20 100-meter final. So we're going to look at that. We also see where our sprint queen Elaine Thompson era, she opened up yesterday with a world lead in the 100 meters. So we're going to take a look at that. A couple things coming up in this one, my viewers and subscribers. So make sure you stick with us to the end. Hit that subscribe button while you're watching. Turn on the post notification bell. Leave a like and drop a comment. Zin, so yes, my viewers and subscribers. Nicholas Pooran. Yes, man. I tell you, my viewers and subscribers, you know, a very good performance from Nicholas Pooran in the game today. You know, he stayed to the end. He stayed to the end. And I remember a video that I did the other day. You know, I was talking about the interview between Nicholas Pooran and Brian Charles Lara, where Lara was saying to him, you know, it's a good look in that game that he played, because he was looking, you know, coming into this tournament. One of the things that Pooran, you know, said to him is that he wanted to learn how to finish off games, not just go out there and make some runs and come in. But, you know, when the team is down and, say, for example, you need a 40 or a 50 runs to take home the victory, he wants to stay there right till the end. And that is exactly what he did in the game against Punjab. So, yes, my viewers and subscribers, the Sunrisers Hyderabad, they are picking up steam. I think that is probably their fourth win on the trot, if I'm not mistaken. So, they are doing well. You know, the Odin Smith, he wasn't effective this time around for the Punjab against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Pooran, as I said, you know, he stayed there to the end and he brought it home for his team. Now, it was Punjab that batted first and they got 151 all out of their 20 overs. That is Livingstone, he got 60 off 30 to lead the way. Smith, he only got 13 off 15. So things not really coming together for Smith with the bat. You know, early up we saw where he was hitting a couple of deliveries in the first part of the tournament, but you know, things not really working for him right now. So he only got, as I said, what, 13 or 15. So not contributing a whole lot there. Kumar, he got 3 for 22 off his 4 overs to lead the way. Malik got 4 for 28 off 4 overs also. So those were the 2 bowlers that basically did the job for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Smith, but I tell you, I really want to see Smith making some runs, you know, because things are basically, well, I wouldn't want to say things are coming together with his bowling, because even he took the wickets the other day, you know, there are a few things that he definitely still should have sharpened up on. But, you know, we want to see him start getting amongst the runs, man. So the 151 all out, you know, it was just not really enough. It wasn't really enough, not a big score. And chasing it down, the Sunrisers Hyderabad, they were basically comfortable. I mean, they lost a couple of early wickets, but Makram and Pooran, you know, both men top scored, and both of them actually stayed to the end. So it's not like they went out there, got some runs, and then got out. They stayed to the end. Makram, he got 41 off 27. Pooran, Makram got 4 fours and a 6 in that 41 not out. Pooran, his 30, he got 35 from 30 deliveries. 35 from 30 deliveries, and in that he had only 1 4. So a measured innings by Nicholas Pooran, my viewers and subscribers. Measured innings. You know, so we can imagine that he was ticking over the score, ticking over the strike. Once again, this is me reporting based off the highlights and the scorecard. You know, I was actually watching football. So, you know, it's really good to see Nicholas Pooran getting some runs though. So 152 for 3 is what they finished off in just 18 point something overs. So winning the game quite easily, only losing 3 wickets. So this is how we want to see our players closing off games. You know, with Nicholas Pooran. You see, I would have said this on several occasions. With Pooran and Hetmeyer in good form, West Indies, you know, we shouldn't worry once they are able to take this sort of franchise form over to the international stage. And it's not like I'm saying these two guys can win the game, but if these two guys fire more often than not, you know, we are definitely going to be in a good place because they are batting high up. Say, for example, Pooran comes at 3, Hetmeyer comes at 4 or 5, wherever they bat him. Then, you know, these guys are going to be, if they are out there, they are going to be batting most of the overs and they are going to be scoring. You understand? So that can only spell good for West Indies cricket. So, you know, once again, congratulations to Nicholas Pooran. I mean, it wasn't a 50, but a 50 wasn't required in this specific moment. Sometimes we watch these games and we say, it's just 20, it's just 30, it's not a half century. But we need to remember that the man played the situation. He did not get out. He got 35 or 30 deliveries with 1 boundary. As I said, I didn't see the game, but I can imagine it was a lot of rotating the strike and making sure that things fell in place, and he stayed the course. He stayed there to the end, and that is important. They brought him in the team because of his batting, right? And he should be performing more often than not. So once again, very, very happy to see him doing that. Chahar, he led the way for Punjab, getting 2 for 28 from his 4 overs. Odin Smith bowled only 1 over, which cost him 8 runs. So he wasn't able to do anything magical with the ball this time around. So, you know, shout out to Sunrisers Hyderabad and Nicholas Pooran for taking this one. All right, so we're going to move on now, my viewers and subscribers. Going to finish off with some track and field. Where are the cricket fans going? Sit down and listen to some track and field, man. You think I don't see you all running off as soon as I say we're moving on to track and field? You're running. Sit down and listen to some track and field. All right, so the Carifta game is up and running in Jamaica. And as expected, you know, the Jamaica youngsters, they are really dominating. You know, they are dominating both on the boys and the girls side. We see a couple of athletes from Bahamas and also from Antigua that, you know, they are doing their thing. I actually saw a youngster, a female from Guyana in the 100-meter final. She didn't look too bad at all. She didn't actually medal. I think she came about 4th or 5th. Tall, slim girl, you know, but she ran extremely well. So as I expected, Jamaica, you know, we are dominating. You know, the under 20 women, that 100-meter finals, that was something to behold. The Clayton twins, my viewers and subscribers, twin turbo, as Sheldon called them. You know, they dominated. They were in good form. They were in good form. Let's put it that way. You know, we're talking about times of 11.22 and 11.30 for first and second. It was Tina that got the first place. Tina got the first place. And Tia was actually leading the race up until about maybe 65 meters. You know, Tia was leading the race. And then Tina just came through with a powerful leg, sprinting home to secure victory. You understand? It was a joy to behold. We saw their mother jumping over the stadium wall and running out on the track to celebrate, you know. So it was a good look. It was definitely a good look. You understand? So shout out to them. Where the boys are concerned, the under 20 boys, the victory came to Jamaica. Daly, he won that in 10.23. Bawaji and Krumi from Jamaica also came second in 10.28, you know, from Kingston College. So very, very good running there. I think the under 17 title went to Jamaica too, if I'm not mistaken, or we came second, boys, that is. So it's good. You know, I am really sorry that I'm not in Jamaica, because I would easily just go over to the stadium and, you know, I would be watching some of these races. But it is what it is. You know, we're getting a chance to see the highlights and to see what is happening. So shout out to the youngsters. All right, so moving on from the juniors to the seniors, Elaine Thompson era. She opened up her season yesterday, my viewers and subscribers, and, you know, she sped to a world lead, 10.89. Yes, man, double sprint champion, that, you know, my viewers and subscribers. You know, she dominated in the 100-meter. I was actually in the heats. A meet was held in California, and she turned out, she ran that time in the heats, 10.89, but she did not run the finals. You understand? You're opening your season. You run that fast time in the heats. You don't necessarily need to go and compete in the finals. You know, you don't want to over pressure the muscle. You don't want to stress yourself. You just make sure that you go out there, run the heats, see where you're at, shut it down, and then you continue training and look to continue. So that is very good to see. Very good to see her opening up like that. So Shelly and Fraser Price will be opening her season pretty soon, and you know that is something that we are definitely going to want to see. So we're just going to keep our eyes tuned, keep our ears peeled to see what's happening for us. Sports to the bone, keeping you informed. Go and big up on yourself, my wonderful peeps. Zane, I'm out.